Welcome to The Diner here on West Central's Best Radio and the Today's Country 105.7 YouTube channel. I'm your host, Micah Pickering. We've got a great show lined up for you today, but first I want to remind you that you can listen live to Today's Country 105.7 by downloading our smartphone app. Just search for KVVP in your app store of choice, and you can listen 24/7 to West Central's best music, news, sports, and more. Now let's pull into The Diner.
Hey y'all, I'm Miranda Lambert.
All your favorite artists.
Today's Country 105.7.
Today's Country 105.7, and the doors are swinging wide open to The Diner at midday. It's Micah here with you. Hope you're having a great day. We're kicking off the week on a Monday, and 3 is the magic number, and I've got 3 special guests here in studio with me from Fort Polk. We've got a whole lot to talk about, so we're going to get right into it. I'm going to let them introduce themselves real quick, and then we will hop, skip, and jump right into all what's going on at Fort Polk.
My name is Mitchell Smith. I work for Fort Polk as an Anti Terrorism officer.
All right.
Good morning. My name is Adam Lynn, and I too work as an Anti Terrorism officer on Fort Polk.
All right. Cool deal.
All right, and I'm Mark Leslie. I'm the Deputy Mess Director here at Fort Polk.
All right. Well, guys, I know we've got a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. Talk a little bit about Purple Heart Day.
Yep, so I'll start off. Hey, this coming Thursday, August 7th, is National Purple Heart Day. So Purple Heart Day was established in 2014, and of course the Purple Heart is awarded to all those who have been wounded or killed in combat. The medal was created in 1782 by General George Washington for military merit. It was revived in 1932 on the bicentennial anniversary of Washington's birth, as it is known today. About 1.9 million are known Purple Heart recipients. We've got about 50 known Purple Heart recipients on Fort Polk. And a little known fact about the Purple Heart medal: it's the most intricate and most expensive medal in the Army or in the military inventory.
Really?
Yeah. So it's got about 18 separate parts to the medal itself. So yeah, very few people know that it's a very intricate medal.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah. So what's unique about this medal is nobody plans on getting this medal. Nobody wants to get this
right,
medal.
Of course.
I didn't plan on getting mine, and I didn't want to get it. And, you don't have to be particularly brave or valorous to get this medal, but it's earned through sacrifice, and that's what this medal represents.
Yes.
It is sacrifice. So on behalf of Brigadier General Curl and Command Sergeant Major Pena and everyone at JRTC in Fort Polk, to all the Purple Heart recipients that may be listening, we recognize and thank you for your sacrifice.
Yes, indeed. We all want to extend that message to thank everybody who's made that sacrifice.
Yes, so everybody in the listening audience that got that on 7 August, of course, Fort Polk will be posting something on our PAO page. Do that, and every year, the senior commander, the commanding general of JRC in Fort Polk, takes the time to write a personal note of thanks to all those known Purple Heart recipients that are on Fort Polk, to thank them for that sacrifice. A couple things you may not be aware of. One of the great benefits, of course, it's not worth getting shot or blown up for, but it's very nice. Louisiana gives you a forever plate if you're a Purple Heart recipient. So you only have to go to the DMV one time in your life, and you never have to go back. You get a Purple Heart license plate, so you never have to.
That's a deal now.
That's a deal, right? So we all know going to the DMV is a great experience, but you only have to go once. So I love that. You also get a free hunting and fishing license. And there's a whole lot of other great benefits. The state of Louisiana is very good to us if you're a Purple Heart recipient. So go to vetaffairs.la.gov, and you see all the benefits that this great state gives you for being a Purple Heart recipient.
Yes, indeed. Get all the benefits that are coming to you for your sacrifices that you've made. It doesn't equal out to what you sacrifice, like you were saying before. Nobody wants to win it, but I am glad we live in a state that honors these people for their sacrifice.
Definitely.
Yes, indeed. Now, we're going to switch gears for just a second and talk about Anti Terrorism Month.
Yes, so August the whole month is Anti-Terrorism Awareness Month, as it is every year, and the purpose of it is just to bring awareness and instill a heightened awareness and vigilance to protect Fort Polk's assets and its personnel community by preventing acts of terrorism. And so we do this in many ways. We have the radio interviews like we're doing today, and then Wednesday we're kicking it off with a proclamation signing that we'll have at our Warrior Information Exchange. We have those monthly meetings where the commanding general puts out information and his staff put out information to our community, and that will get it going. And we've got other events that are going on throughout the month. So we have a couple displays that we set up on the installation at the PX and Commissary. We'll do the PX on the 14th and Commissary on the 21st. And that's where we just kind of interact with the community and populace and kind of canvass them and let them know that August is Anti-Terrorism Awareness Month and see what that means to them.
Yes.
It's more of a conversation, and we have different information and stuff that we can give out, and a little bit of anti-terrorism swag. We try to hand out, bribe them with coffee mugs and lanyards and stuff. And,
hey, you sold me.
Right. And this month, too, we're doing a little bit more, and we're providing some active shooter training, and that's really to our vulnerable populace. So we're looking at our schools and our child development centers, and it's really just to kind of change their mindset on what to do, because there'll probably be lots of questions, as there would be with anyone who's thinking about the training and what might go on through an active shooter event, but you can't really predict all those different scenarios. So
yeah, it's
really
wildly unpredictable.
Exactly. And as we've seen, unfortunately, in the past with other active shooter events at schools and stuff, they're all a little bit different. And but we try to get them to where they have on their minds whether to run, hide, or fight. And so run being the ideal situation where they can run to a safe environment away from the event, and then whether they can hide, whether that's locking down or locking themselves or barricading themselves in a classroom, whatever that might be. And then worst case, they might have to fight. There might not be anything that they can do, and they come face to face with that active shooter, and they're going to have to fight.
Yes, indeed. It's a hard situation to think about, but this is unfortunately a reality we live in.
Yes, that is unfortunate.
So, as Adam stated, Anti-Terrorism Awareness Month, it recognizes the risks associated with terrorist threats and, provides education to the soldiers and family members and civilians to report suspicious activities to the law enforcement or local intelligence agencies, for further investigations. So, we ask that, don't be a bystander.
Right.
Okay. Report suspicious activities if it makes you feel uncomfortable.
If you see something, say something.
Right. That's the slogan. You see something, say something. Give as many details as possible: date, time, location, description, and the person's activity. What are they doing? Okay. Just to highlight on some of these events that happened, if you recall last year, or this year actually in January, New Year's Day, the mass shooting and vehicle ramming in New Orleans.
Yes.
That killed, 15 folks and injured numerous other folks. And then, the assassination attempt on the president.
Yes.
Okay. And also, right in our backyard back in 2017 with the insider threat with PFC Ryan.
Right.
Did the chlorine bomb.
Yes, indeed.
So a lot of those folks, they saw something and said something, which started the possible attack on Fort Polk.
And it works in where time is critical,
That's
where
correct.
the timing and prevention is critical.
That's correct.
Yes, indeed. Well, it is definitely something that we need to think a lot about. If you see something, say something, folks. And I'm sure these folks here are going to have more information for you. Folks, it is Anti-Terrorism Awareness Month, and I'm glad that our friends from Fort Polk have come here to tell us all about it. And they're going to have more information all month long, is what it sounds like.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, is there anything else you guys want to put out while we're sitting here on the diner?
Yeah, just watch the Fort Polk social media. We've got a X account, formerly Twitter, I've got our webpage. You'll see more stuff pushed out on social media in regards to Purple Heart and Anti Terrorism Awareness Month all month long. They give you a lot of great resources you can turn to and points of contact where you can find out about active shooter training. And we encourage everybody, not just personnel on Fort Polk, but all businesses to think about that because this incident last week in New York City is a prime example of just how important that training is, and no matter how large or how small your company is or your business, it's important how important it is to do that training.
Yes, indeed. It could save a life. It could save several.
That's right.
Yes, indeed. Well, hey, thanks, guys, for coming in today. Folks, our friends at Fort Polk, we will have this interview up on our YouTube channel shortly by the end of the day. And, of course, always keep watch on all of Fort Polk's official channels to keep up to date with everything going on post. Download the MAPA app, the My Army Post app today. They used to say Napa know-how. Well, it's really MAPA know-how when it comes to Fort Polk. And keep all your up-to-date information as it comes available. 12:12, we got more music and more fun right here on Today's Country 105.7. Keep it locked.
Today's Country 105.7.
Thanks for listening to The Diner. If you like this episode, be sure to like and subscribe to the Today's Country 105.7 YouTube channel. Download our smartphone app to take advantage of our live stream, and always keep your radio tuned to Today's Country 105.7. I'm Micah Pickering. Thanks for pulling into The Diner.